Salute, salute, salute. Wow. What it is, what it do. It's Nocturnal Thoughts. Real quick video, and I'm gonna get out y'all way because I already know what a lot of you haters about to say. Title of this video is who dropped more game on the show, $1 million worth of game, between Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. I'm gonna say Errol Spence dropped more game in $1 million worth of game. And like I said, I already know what y'all gonna say. You just Errol Spence fans, you want Errol Spence to win at something because you know he gonna lose in the ring. I had somebody else come on my leave a comment, and he said, the press conference don't matter who won. It don't determine nothing what happens in the ring. So you guys just picking Errol Spence and say he won the press conference because you know he gonna lose in the ring. I also heard this, Terrence Bud Crawford just can't speak as well as Errol Spence. And I agree. This ain't no debate for who's gonna be the president. So I'm not expecting nobody to go out here and be able to articulate themselves so eloquently. They got all this charisma and they can spin gold and spin platinum and spin silver and spin copper with their tongue. I'm not expecting to hear neither one of these guys go out here and really say nothing I ain't already heard. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking at who's a little bit more in their comfort zone, who's a little bit more confident, who's a little bit more composed, who's a little bit more intimidating or less intimidated, who's got their offense up or who's got their defense up, who's a little bit more shrinking and cowering versus who's a little bit more chest out, shoulders back, and head up. When I look at it all together, they both doing a very good job at promoting their fight and promoting themselves. And I ain't taking no shots at neither one of these guys. I think they both doing a great job. But when I look at those interviews and line them up side by side, and I look at the press conference and I line them up and I see, in my opinion, overall, if I was to decide a winner, I would have to say Errol Spence won the press conference and Errol Spence dropped more game on $1 million worth of game. Those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And yeah, I think Errol Spence does articulate himself a little bit better than Terrence Bud Crawford, but that's not why I think he won or why I think he does a better job doing interviews. I think Terrence Bud Crawford had deficiencies in his abilities to do interviews because he was a little bit more sheltered from having to be under that spotlight. He was underneath that wing a little bit more, to where all you gotta do is worry about the fight. And now when you have to do a little bit more promoting and you have to put a little bit more of, you have to put a little bit more of your personality in the public eye, then you can see a little bit more of the deficiency in that not being developed over his career. And you can see when he went to BLK Prime, you can see that was more of not just tuning up in the ring, but that was him tuning up his abilities to, go through and really promote himself. So he was doing exercise, promoting himself with BLK Prime. But at the end of the day, you can still see the atrophies in his abilities to promote himself when you compare it against Errol Spence. Does that mean that determines the outcome in the ring? Absolutely not. But does it have a factor? Does it play in? Absolutely. And who won in the press conference? And who did a better job doing these interviews and on this podcast, $1 million worth of game? And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Errol Spence on The Last Standing with Brian Custer. I'm pretty sure we're going to probably see him on Sway as well. I'm pretty sure when I watched Errol Spence with Brian Custer, I'm gonna say Errol Spence probably held his own a little bit better than Terrence Bud Crawford, even though Brian Custer really knows how to, carry the interview and guide the interview to where you can really make dude shine. He not trying to break you down or embarrass you or nothing like that. And Sway as well. Sway is gonna sit there and puff you up and cheer you on and do what he, Sway. I like Sway. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Sway. But I think Errol Spence gonna do a better job on his platform, just like he did a better job on $1 million worth of game. Not to say Terrence Bud Crawford didn't do a good job. He held his own. But if I had to say who was a winner, who did a better job, who looked more confident, who looked more relaxed, who looked more comfortable, who looked more sure of themselves, I gotta say Errol Spence. Those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Nocturnal Thoughts. Bow. Signing out. Salute.